Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tigers Softball Complex here, home of your Georgetown College Tigers. Today they'll be facing off against the Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands. This matchup set to start at 3 o'clock, and it is game one of a doubleheader. My name is Ben Robison, along with our wonderful Tiger Sports Network crew, here to bring you all the sights and sounds from today's action. We're going to be back here in just a minute with our starting lineups. Once again, folks, thank you for tuning in. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks. We're just about to get underway. But before we do, let's get started with today's lineups. Apologize. We'll wait for the starting lineups after our PA announcer finishes doing it on the field. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back, folks, to the Tigers Softball Complex. Once again, your Georgetown College Tigers facing off against the Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands. We're just about to get underway in this matchup. And as we do, let's take a look at the opposing lineups first, and then we'll go around the infield for the defense for your Tigers. But before we do, for the Patriots, leading off, number 11, Haley Wood. She's going to be in right field for the Patriots. Batting second in left field, number 5, Emily Jasper. Batting third at third base, number 2, Emily Bryant. Batting cleanup for the Patriots is going to be the shortstop, number 8, Madie Sims. At first base, number 24, Tori Malone. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 4, Madison Huber. The designated player in this matchup for the Patriots is going to be number 14, Sarah West. Behind the dish is number 14. Sorry, I apologize. Behind the dish for the Patriots is going to be number 23, Marin Livingston. At second base, in the 9-hole, number 6, Katie Cheeseman. And in the circle for the Patriots is going to be number 32, Katie White. For your Georgetown College Tigers, across the outfield, in left field, we have number 2, Kristen Clement. In center field, number 20, Peyton Bazier. And in right, number 4, Kylie West. From left to right on the infield, at third base is going to be number 00, Kaylyn Barnett. Carly Oliver, number 10, at shortstop. Cassie Reynolds at second base. She's going to be number 13. At first base for the Tigers, Sarah Claxon. Behind the dish is going to be number 7, Madie Sims. And in the circle for your Georgetown College Tigers is going to be number 27, Megan Brandkamp. That first pitch strike. We're underway here at the Tiger Softball Complex. Brandkamp doing an excellent job getting ahead to Haley Wood at the plate. Wood 293 on the year. She has 11 total extra base hits, seven of them from doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Brandkamp delivers the 1-2 pitch, missing away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of power in this Patriots offense. They have 19 home runs on the year, seven of them coming off the bat of Madie Sims and 5 coming off the bat of Emily Bryant. So a lot of power for the Patriots. That one driven deep to right field, unable to be caught by West. So Wood is going to second. She's going to turn, try to go to third, cut off by Reynolds, trying to throw over to third, unable to get there. So that's a leadoff triple for Haley Wood and the Patriots. Once she hit that ball, she never stopped running. Even going around second base, it wasn't a thought in her head to stop. She just kept on trucking. She gets a triple for her efforts. Now up to bat is going to be Emily Jasper. And I apologize, folks. Wood does. That's not a triple for her. She will reach base on the error by right fielder West. That one slapped down the third base line by Jasper at the plate. Jasper hitting .305 on the year. She has 4 doubles, 32 hits in 105 at bats. See the defense for the Tigers in case of a bunt attempt or a weak hit into the infield to try and get that out at home. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Jasper at the plate. That one just missing on the outer half. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. The Patriots so far on the year have scored 21 runs of their total 165 in the first inning. So they do strike early and they do strike often, something that Meg Brandkamp is fully aware of and needs to shut down. That one good on the corner. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Apologize, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jasper at the plate. Brankamp likes what she sees and delivers. That one slapped down the third base line, just foul. Close one right there. Barnett does handle that in foul territory, so Jasper will return to the plate. In conference, Jasper's hitting .345, 10 hits and 29 at-bats. Takes that one way outside for her walk. Patriots now have runners at first and third, nobody out in the top of the first. That'll bring up the third baseman for the Patriots, number 2, Emily Bryant. These 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters, all for the Patriots, hitting over 300. Emily Bryant, overall hitting .371 on the year, has 5 home runs, 5 doubles, and 3 triples. So a lot of power in her bat. She's slugging .663. So Meg Brankamp looking to try and retire her. That one good for strike one on the outer half. Jasper from first steals that base. Now Patriots have runners at second and third. That's Jasper's 16th stolen base in 18 attempts all year. So a lot of speed on the bases right there. Expect a single. Jasper to be trucking home. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Bryant at the plate. That one fouled down the first base line. Will go out of play. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brankamp coming into this matchup with a 3.21 ERA and 43 2/3 innings pitched. Gets a good punch out right there. That's her 23rd of the year and a huge spot right there. Brankamp needing to look for something similar right here against Madie Sims at the plate. Sims leading the team in batting average for the Patriots. She's hitting .440 on the year. Back pick attempt right there by Sims. To no avail. But Sims hitting .440. She has 7 home runs, 4 doubles, and a triple, while driving in 25. So impressive numbers by her. Definitely the best hitter. That's why she's in the cleanup spot for the Patriots. Brankamp delivers that one. Good on the black on the inside. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a huge spot for Brankamp right here to shut down this 4-hole hitter in Sims. Bunt attempt by Sims. Brankamp will just take the out over at first. Reynolds able to get there in time. She is punched out. Reynolds attempting to throw over and try and get Jasper out over at third. So with that hit right there, Patriots will scratch off across their first run of the day. Tigers now have 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Looks like the first base umpire and home plate umpire are going to have a little conversation about that play at first. Nothing's happening, just like we thought. So Patriots now have runner at third base with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. That'll bring up the 5-hole hitter, first baseman, number 24, Tori Malone. Pitch by Brankamp, missing down for ball 1. Malone on the year hitting .342 with 10 doubles and a home run. So a lot of extra base hits in her resume as well. Brandcamp once again looking to try and retire this and limit the damage to 1 here in the top of the first. Brandcamp in the circle, delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one missing, just out. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Another ball delivered right there. Hitters count now 3 balls, 1 strike to Malone at the plate. Brandcamp delivers a 3-1 pitch. That one chopped to shortstop Reynolds. She makes a good play over and able to get Malone out at first. It's an excellent play by her. Nice diving stop in the hole to get the 3rd out of the inning, and that'll do it for the Patriots. In the top of the first, they do end up scoring 1 run off no hits, I believe. Tigers looking to come back and scratch off a couple runs of their own. We'll return in the bottom of the first with your Georgetown College Tigers up to bat. Leading off for the Tigers is going to be Carly Oliver. Kristen Clement is going to be in the 2-hole, and then Lindsey Mitchell is going to be batting 3rd. The 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Tigers is going to be Kaylyn Barnett, Peyton Bajer, Madie Sims. Then 7, 8, 9 is going to be Sarah Claxon, Kylie West, and Cassie Reynolds. We'll return to you in the bottom of the first inning. Your Georgetown College Tigers down in this one so far, 1-0 as we go into the bottom of the first. Welcome back, folks. We're just about to get underway in the bottom of the first inning. Tigers down in this one 1-0 as an error in right field put a girl on 3rd for the Patriots. They were able to scratch off a crossed run on a weakly hit ball back to the pitcher. Nevertheless, trying to scratch off 1 run here in this inning and try and get ahead. Up at the plate for the Tigers, number 10, Carly Oliver. Oliver hitting .417 on the year, 4 home runs, 6 doubles, and 2 triples. So a lot of power in her. She's slugging .783 with an OPS, on base plus slugging percentage of well over 1,000. So a lot of pop and speed in Oliver's bat, looking to change the momentum for the Tigers right here. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike to Oliver at the plate. In the circle for the Patriots is going to be Caitlin White. Coming into this game, she has a 1.99 ERA in 63 1/3 innings pitched, 47 punch-outs, and only 11 walks on the year. So she throws a lot of strikes and really challenges hitters. Interesting to note, in conference, though, the Patriots have given up 14 of their 23 total runs in the first 2 innings. So the Tigers looking to strike back here and really get ahead. Oliver takes that one low and away. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big testament to that conference play is Carly takes that one up for Ball 4. Good at bat by her. She'll take the walk. That'll bring up number 2 left fielder Kristen Clement to the plate. But one of those big attributes is with what I was saying as far as conference play and giving up so many runs in the first 2 innings is being away. Because when you are playing away, it's a different – being in the circle, it's a different type of field to get used to it. But once you do, the Patriots have shown to dominate. Clemesh trying to lay down a bunt right there. Ends up beating that one out at first. So good infield hit by her, not only getting Carly over, but getting on base for herself. It's a good bunt by Clemesh right there. That brings up the designated player in this matchup for the Tigers, number 12, Lindsey Mitchell.
Now batting the designated player, number 12, Lindsey Mitchell.
Mitchell leads the Tigers in batting average at .431, and she has 22 hits and 51 plate appearances. Make that 23 hits right there. That'll do it. Carly Oliver stopped to third, but the bobble by the center fielder, she'll take home easily. Tigers able to scratch off across the run, bringing this one to 1-1, and in a good position to do a lot more damage now that the Tigers have runners at first and second, nobody out. Head coach for the Patriots, Bailey Dillander, calling time. Have a little conversation with their pitcher, White. Also possibly stop the momentum that the Tigers have generated. A little quick conversation. It's a good piece of hitting by Mitchell right there. Not wasting any time at the plate. Seeing the first pitch up over the plate and driving it straight up the middle. That'll bring up the third baseman for the Tigers in the 4-hole, number 00, Kaylyn Barnett. In to run for Lindsey Mitchell over at first is going to be number 25, Brooke Chick, for the Tigers. So Clemesh at second, Chick at first, and at the plate, Barnett. White delivers the 0-0 pitch. That one missing down for strike number 1. Apologize, down for ball number 1. Count now, 1 ball, no strikes. Barnett for the Tigers, hitting .308 on the year. She has 16 hits and 52 at-bats. 5 doubles and 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. Bunt attempt right there, trying to get down the first base line. White delivers that one past the second baseman at that point. 1 run does score. Tigers now ahead in this one, 2-1. Throwing error right there by White, and the Tigers definitely take advantage of it. That'll bring up at the plate number 20, the center fielder, Peyton Bazier. Swings through that pitch for strike number 1. Good drop ball right there by White. Gets Bazier to swing over it. That one missing up. Little first to third attempt right here. Chick coming home. It's a good play by the Patriots right there, able to get Chick out at home. It's a good, strong throw by the second baseman, Katie Cheeseman. It's handled well by the catcher, Livingston, to get the first out of the inning. Bazier still at the plate for the Tigers. You can tell that was an intentional play by Georgetown right there. Barnett trying to gather the throw and stop it. That one grounded over to third base by Bazier. Good strong throw across the diamond. That'll be the second out of the inning for the Tigers.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Madie Sims.
That'll bring up Madie Sims to the plate. She is the catcher for the Tigers in this matchup. Still at third for the Tigers is going to be Barnett. Sims hits that one high to left field. Left fielder camped underneath it. Able to make the catch for the third out of the inning. Tigers still able to scratch off 2 runs and get ahead in this ball game. 2-1 on 2 hits. We're going to return here shortly as we approach the top of the second inning. The 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Patriots will be up to bat. Should be Malone, Huber, and West. We'll be back at the top of the second. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the top of the second inning. Little mistake on my part. Up at the plate was number 4, Madison Huber, the center fielder. She gets that one in on the hands. It's a little weak line drive to our third baseman. Kaylyn Barnett able to gather and make the catch. That'll bring up the 7 hitter for the Patriots, number 14, Sarah West. She's the designated player for the Pats in this line. Brankamp delivers a good pitch on the outside for strike number 1. West fouls that one into the netting towards the first base side. Now down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Good punch out right there by Brankamp. That'll be her 24th of the year.
Now batting, the catcher, number 23, Mary.
So 2 quick outs for the Tigers in this one. That'll bring up the 8-hole hitter. The catcher, number 23, Marin Livingston. Brankamp doing an excellent job pounding the strike zone, getting a lot of first pitch strikes here. Livingston at the plate in 243 on the year, 18 hits and 74 at bats. She has 17 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs. Fouls that one back in the netting first base side. Brankamp ahead once again, no balls, 2 strikes. Brankamp delivers the 0-2 pitch, that one missing. Way away, count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one hit down the first base line. That will end up going foul. Good thing for the Tigers in that one is that ball, as Livingston probably would have reached second base had that ball dropped in fair territory. Nevertheless, we're back at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brandcamp delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one fouled down the first base line, right in on the hands of Livingston, gathered by Clarkson over at first in foul territory. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Livingston at the plate. Brandcamp in the circle. Brandcamp delivers the 1-2 pitch. Gets Livingston to chase, and that'll do it. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Brandcamp's 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Good quick inning by Brandcamp, giving her hitters a chance to put up a couple more runs. For the Tigers, it'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters to try and do a job. It's Sarah Claxon, Kylie West, and Cassie Reynolds at the plate. We'll be back when we return in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Welcome back, folks. That was Sarah Claxon at the plate with the ground ball over to second base. Gathered by Cheeseman. Able to gather it and throw out over at first base. So that'll be the 1st out of the inning for the Tigers in the bottom of the 2nd. At the plate now for the Tigers is going to be the right fielder, number 4, Kylie West. A little bunt attempt right there over to 3rd base. She is thrown out over there at 3rd base. It's a good job by the 3rd baseman, Bryant, to get on top of that ball quickly, make a good, strong throw across the diamond for the 2nd out. So that's 2 quick outs for the Tigers. So Randall's up at the plate. Needs to put together a good at-bat right here, work a lot of pitches. Can't give White in the circle a quick inning. That one fouled over to the 3rd base side through the netting. Fans in attendance, okay, down there. Back at the plate, Reynolds, no balls, 1 strike against her. We'll slap hit right there in the left center gap. That ball will get down. Let's see if she turns to go to second. She will decide to stay at first. It's a good hit for Reynolds right there, leading off. Hopefully a fire starter here for the Tigers. Gonna bring up Carly Oliver. Oliver walked in her first at-bat. She officially doesn't have any at-bats in this ball game. Takes that one away for ball number 1. Oliver takes that one down and in for ball number 2. Good hitters count right here. 2 balls, no strikes. As a team, the Tigers are hitting .312 on the year. That ball chopped to the third baseman. Once again, another good strong throw across by Bryant, and that'll do it for the third out of the inning for the Tigers. Don't end up scoring any runs. They do get one hit.
No runs on one hit, no error.
To no avail. Meg Brankamp still back out in the circle for the Tigers. Due up for the Patriots is going to be the 9-1 two-hitters. It's Katie Cheeseman, Haley Wood, and Emily Jasper to the plate. Quick inning for both teams in the second. Both teams giving up a majority of their runs in the second inning during conference play, so both teams doing also a good job in this matchup to shut that down. According to the runs given up per inning, Patriots do have an advantage in this matchup as they do score a majority of their runs in the 3, 4, 5, 6 innings. So Meg Brankamp does have her work ahead of her as she is going to finish up the first time through the lineup and then is going to have to battle through the second and third time. At the plate for the Patriots is going to be the second baseman, Katie Cheeseman. She's had her work cut out for her over at second base. Handful of plays for her. Takes that one away and down for ball number 1. She wanted to make a good strong throw over at home plate to get Chick out and stop a run from scoring in the first. Chick takes that one once again down and away. Count now 2 balls, no strikes. To Cheeseman at the plate. Brankamp about to throw her 38th pitch of the game through 2 innings of work so far. She has 3 Ks and 1 walk given up. That one fouled up over the third base side. Cheeseman, one of the 300-plus hitters for the Patriots, hitting 305 on the year, fouls that one back almost into the press box if it wasn't for the netting. But Cheeseman at the plate, hitting 305 on the year, has 32 hits and 105 at-bats. 19 runs driven in for her. That's the 3rd on her team in overall play. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cheeseman. That one grounded back to Brankamp. She's going to collect it, make a good throw over to first base, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Good job by Brankamp right there. She fell behind early on, but went back to her roots, started to pound the strike zone, and able to get the good ground out back to her. It's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for the Patriots, number 11, Haley Wood. She reached base safely on the air by the right fielder in her first at-bat, able to come around to eventually score. She's down in this at-bat, no balls, 1 strike. Brankamp just missing that one on the outer half. Looked good. Madie Sims behind the plate doing an excellent job of sticking that pitch. Brankamp with a little smirk after that one, wondering where that one missed. She's going to gather herself. Step back out on the rubber. She delivers the 1-1 pitch. Good. On the black on the inside for strike number 2. Here you see in the background the handful of the Patriots buses getting ready for the baseball game that's going to happen today at 6 o'clock against the Patriots. Good punch out right there by Brankamp on the outer half. She gets her 4th punch out of the day, 2nd out of the inning.
Now adding the left fielder, number 5, Jasper.
Like I mentioned before, Brankamp doing an excellent job of really pounding the strike zone, not giving in, really getting ahead on the Patriots hitters. Does another good job right there, painting that one on the block on the outside for strike number 1. At the plate, it's going to be left fielder number 5, Emily Jasper. Walked in her first at bat of the day. Takes that one low and away for ball number 1. Brandcamp painting the corners today. One's good for strike number 2 on Jasper. That one slapped shortstop Carly Oliver. Good strong throw over. Gets the third out of the inning. It'll do it for the Patriots in the top of the third. They don't score any runs, don't get any hits, no errors for the Tigers. And that'll bring the Tigers up to bat in the bottom of the third inning. Due up for the Tigers is going to be the 2, 3, 4 hitters. It's going to be Clement, Mitchell, and Barnett to the plate. Still on the mound for the Patriots is going to be White. We'll return in the bottom of the third. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Your Georgetown College Tigers leading this matchup against the Patriots 2-1. Kristen Clement at the plate for the Tigers. She got a bunt hit in her first at bat. Moving Oliver over to second. Ended up coming around to score later on. A little slap hit right there down third base line. Goes just foul. Bryant over at third almost snagged that one out of the air. Nevertheless, we're going to be back at the plate. Clement now down the count. No balls, 2 strikes. White, pretty efficient in this matchup so far. About to throw her 24th pitch through 2 innings. Had a quick inning last inning. Clement just fouling that one off down back into the dirt, keeping her at bat alive. But she had a quick inning in the bottom of the second. Was able to get the first 2 outs off 3 or 4 pitches, I believe, and then got another ground ball for the third out. Clement takes that one away. So counts now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clement hits that one to left field. Left fielder Emily Jasper does make the play, so that will be the first out of the inning. Now to bring up the designated player for the Tigers, Lindsey Mitchell. She didn't wait too long in her first at-bat to get a hit. She took the first pitch straight up the middle, driving in the first run of the ball game for the Tigers. Swings in another first pitch right here. This one grounded over to the shortstop. Good strong throw over by Sakau. Tigers now have 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Once again, another quick couple of outs for the Tigers. They really need to start extending their at-bats and making White on the mound work a little bit harder than she has been so far. That'll bring up the third baseman for the Tigers, number 00, Kaylyn Barnett. She reached base safely on an error and was able to get a run across. That one in the 5-6 hole. Good enough for a knock right there. She's now 1 for 2 on the day, and she's looking to start this one off for the Tigers with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. These Tiger hitters being really aggressive at the plate. It's been hurting them at times. That one good for Barnett right there. That'll bring up Peyton Bazier to the plate. She's 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to the third baseman. Takes that one on the inside. Strike number 1. Bazier skies that one to shallow left field right there. Coming in to make the catch is going to be Jasper. That'll do it for the Tigers in the bottom of the third. They do get one hit, unable to tack on another run to extend their lead.
No runs on one hit, no
Couple
errors,
flyouts to
one
left,
We head to the
and a
fourth.
ground out will do it for them. We're going to head to the top of the 4th inning. Due up for the Patriots is going to be the 3, 4, 5 hitters. It's going to be Bryant, Cow, and Malone to the plate. Brankamp still out on the mound for the Tigers, doing an excellent job so far of shutting these Patriot hitters down since the first inning. We'll be back with you here shortly.
Here's how this will work. You'll watch this commercial, then look up Georgetown College. No, not that one. A Christian college in Kentucky. You'll be impressed with the school and your scholarship. You'll watch GC win yet another national championship with lifelong friends. You'll attend Oxford University. You'll take a class with that professor who blows your mind. You'll find your major and your career. You'll get internships and graduate, and your Georgetown degree will get you that first job or into grad school. You'll remember this as the moment that shaped your life. You're welcome. Think different. Think GC. Apply now at georgetowncollege.edu.
Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. That one fouled up over the first base dugout by Emily Bryant at the plate. Brankamp once again back out on the mound for your Tigers. Already has 4 strikeouts in this matchup so far, doing an excellent job of going after these Patriots hitters. Little bunt attempt right there, fouled off the plate and back. It'll be strike number 2 to Bryant at the plate. Brankamp way ahead in this one. No balls, 2 strikes. As I mentioned before, Bryant, one of the dangerous hitters for the Patriots coming into this matchup, has 20 walks and only 6 strikeouts. Can only imagine a lot of those walks for her are intentional, as she does have 5 home runs on the year and 5 doubles. She does take that one away. So count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. As mentioned before, she did strike out in her first at-bat, so she does have 7 total punch-outs on the year. Make that 8 total punch-outs on the year for Bryant, and Brankamp in this one has 5, bringing her total for the year to 27.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Sikau.
Anytime you can punch out one of the big hitters in any team's lineup, it's definitely a confidence booster for you as a pitcher. So Brankamp doing an excellent job in this one so far. Once again, attacking the Patriots hitters. That one good on the outer half for strike number 1 to Sikau at the plate. Takes that one for ball. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Sikau 0 for 1 on the day. Run did come across during her at bat in the first inning. Little dribbler to Brankamp over at first. Brankamp decided to go over to first base to get the out and trade the out for the run. Good decision, as the Tigers are still up in this one, 2-1. Brankamp now down 3 balls, 1 strike. That one popped up over the press box by Sakau right there. Counting out a full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, the heart of this Patriot lineup, the 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters, all hitting above 300 with a lot of extra base hits throughout their lineup, both in the form of doubles and home runs. That one fouled straight back. Count remains the same, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Do have 1 out in the inning, courtesy of that punch out by Brandcamp. Brandcamp delivers the 3-2 pitch. That one chopped down the third base line. Will go foul. They'll collect it and return it back to Brandcamp. Good at bat by Sakau so far. Brandcamp about to throw her 8th pitch of the at bat. That one popped and goes foul again. Count remains the same, 3 balls, 2 strikes. As I talked about before, anytime an at-bat continues to get longer and continues to extend out, it definitely favors the hitter as they get more opportunities to see what that pitcher is throwing and to make the adjustments accordingly. That one skied to left field. Clement over, camped underneath it, easily makes the catch for out number 2. It's a good at-bat by Sakau. She's unable to come up with a hit for her results. Brandcamp doing an excellent job of not giving in, and as I mentioned, just continuing to pound the strike zone. That'll bring up the 5-hole hitter for the Patriots, Tori Malone. Brandcamp misses down on that one. Mentioned it before, a lot of pop in this Patriots lineup. Malone at the plate currently has 10 of the 56 doubles from the Patriots, so she makes up 20% of the doubles alone. Brandcamp not shying away. Delivers that one. Ground ball over to Reynolds at second base. Good strong throw over to first, and that'll do it for the Patriots. Unable to come up with any hits, no runs as a result. They go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th inning. Georgetown still leading in this one, 2-1. Due up for the Tigers going to be the 6, 7, 8 hitters. That's Madie Sims, Sarah Claxton, and Kylie West to the plate. These Tiger hitters looking to extend the lead as we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Once again, folks, just want to say thank you all for watching and tuning in. We do our best here over at Georgetown College to try and cover every sport that we can as best as we can in light of current situations, as well as just the sheer number of events that we do need to cover. So we do appreciate you tuning in when you can. That said, we will be covering the second game of this matchup like the first one. We will not be able to do tomorrow's matchup via the broadcast. There will be a live stream. I just will not be on the call for that matchup. I'll be over at baseball calling their doubleheader. Nevertheless, still tune in to all your Tiger sports. Once again, we'll be back here shortly. Your Georgetown College Tigers leading this one 2-1. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Up at the plate, Madie Sims fouls that one over the first base dugout. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Sims 0 for 1 on the day. She had a high fly out to the left fielder in her first at-bat. Looking to get things started for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 4th. Takes that one for a ball. Count now at 2 balls, 1 strike. Talk about a lot of doubles coming from the Patriots. Madie Sims herself has 6 doubles on the year with 11 runs driven in. That one hit deep over left field fence. That one is gone. Huge home run by Madie Sims right there. That's her 2nd home run of the year, and a big spot right here to continue to extend the lead for the Tigers. Excellent job by Madie Sims right there. Saw pitch up over the plate and drives it deep. That's White's first home run given up on the year, courtesy of the bat of Madie Sims. Excellent job by her putting that one deep to left into the trees. I'll give the Tigers a 2-run advantage in this one, now up 3-1. That'll bring up Sarah Claxon to the plate. She's a 7-hitter for the Tigers. Claxon takes that one on the bottom of the zone for strike number 1. Claxon 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to second base. Claxon will most likely be your starting pitcher for the Tigers in game number 2, as Brandcamp and her have been a little 1-2 combo in the circle. Takes that one on the outer half. Down in this one, no balls, 2 strikes. That one missing way out. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. It looks like White's picking up the velo a little bit. She delivered that one. Claxon chases that one, and White will get the punch out right there. That'll be the first out of the inning for the Patriots. That'll bring up the 8-hole hitter for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 4, Kylie West. West 0 for 1 on the day. She had a ground ball to the third baseman in her first at-bat. Swings at that one, hits it towards the right side, fouls it off. West, a lot of speed on the bases when she does get on. She has 6 stolen bases in as many attempts. There you see her trying to put down a bunt and get down that line as well. Something similar to what she did in her first at-bat. Getting a bunted ball off the bat and trying to beat the ball out at first. Bryant over at third, a good strong arm. He's made a couple of plays already showing it off. That one shallow hit in center field. That ball does end up getting down for West right there, so it'll be a hit for her. That ball hit just hard enough to get out of the infield, but not hard enough to get to center field. So West gets her first hit of the day, and the rally continues for the Tigers.
Now batting the second baseman, number 13.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 13, Cassie Reynolds, to the plate. She had a hit to left field in her first at-bat. Ground ball through the 5-6 hole. Reynolds grounds that one over to the shortstop. It will go to 2. Ball's overthrown, so West will go to third. Reynolds trying to go to second base. Ball gets cut off by the second baseman. I thought it would be good to get her through. Ball is cut off, but nevertheless, Tigers now have runners at second and third with only 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, looking to tack on a couple more runs here. That errant throw by Sakau at shortstop could be a costly one for the Patriots. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a pitching change right here. White is going to be coming out of the ball game. When we come back here, we'll get you information on that pitching change. Carly Oliver to bat for the Tigers with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Once again, folks, want to thank you all for joining us. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back, folks. We're just about to get underway once again in the bottom of the fourth. Tigers up in this one 3-1. We have runners at second and third base. At third base for the Tigers is Kylie West. At second is Reynolds. At the plate is Carly Oliver. In to pitch for the Patriots is going to be number 12, Tally Burgess. In for Katie White. Katie White finishes the day going 3 1/3 innings with 42 total pitches, 0 strikeouts, 1 walk. She gave up 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. Oliver at the plate, good hitters count, 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that one driven into center field. That should score a run in West. Reynolds tagging up from second, going to move over to third, and that will do it. Tigers do get another run on that sac fly by Carly Oliver right there. West to score. Tigers now up in this one 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2, Limish.
That'll bring up the left fielder for the Tigers, number 2, Kristen Clement, to the plate. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike number 1. Clement in this matchup, 1 for 2. With a single and a fly out to left. Clement takes that one away. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Clement looking to drive in her 7th run of the year. It was a good right there by Burgess to catch the corner. Clement now down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Clement at the plate. That one slapped, trying to get it through the hole. Second baseman able to collect it and gather it for the 3rd out of the inning for the Tigers. But not before the Tigers scratch off up a couple runs off the home run from Madie Sims. Huge home run for her. They're able to get 2 runs off the 2 hits for the Tigers. Still back on the mound. Apologize. Still back in the circle for the Tigers is going to be Meg Brandkamp. Due up for the Patriots is going to be the 6, 7, 8 hitters. That's Huber, West, and Livingston. We'll be back here shortly when we return in the top of the 5th inning. Your Georgetown College Tigers up in this one 4-1.
Here's how this will work. You'll watch this commercial, then look up Georgetown College. No, not that one. The Christian college in Kentucky. You'll be impressed with the school and your scholarship. You'll watch GC win yet another national championship with lifelong friends. You'll attend Oxford University. You'll take a class with that professor who blows your mind. You'll find your major and your career. You'll get internships and graduate, and your Georgetown degree will get you that first job or into grad school. You'll remember this as the moment that shaped your life. You're welcome. Think different. Think GC. Apply now at georgetowncollege.edu.
Welcome back, folks, to the Tigers Softball Complex. Your Tigers up in this matchup against the Patriots, 4-1. At the plate for the Patriots is going to be number 4, the center fielder, Huber. Gets jammed right there. Reynolds over at second base making a good play. Ranging to her right to gather that and make the out over at first. That'll do it for the first out of the inning. that out. That'll bring up the 7-hitter for the Patriots, Sarah West. Rockets that one down the third base line, almost into the dugout of the Tigers. Down in this one, no balls, 1 strike. West 0 for 1 on the day with strikeout. She chops that one over to the shortstop, Oliver, who throws it to Claxton to retire her out for the second out of the inning. That's a good job by Brandcamp. She thought about going for that one at first, decided that it was better that she didn't. Oliver in a great spot to field it, make a good throw across the diamond for the second out. That'll bring up the 8-hitter for the Patriots, number 23, Marin Livingston. Livingston also 0 for 1 on the day with a punch out. Brandcamp misses that one down and in. Count now 1 ball, no strikes. That one fouled up over the first base. The dugout. Count now back to even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Livingston at the plate. Brandcamp gets that one in on the hands. Claxton able to catch that for the third out of the inning. Couple ground balls. And that we pop out to the infield to do it for the Patriots in the top of the 5th inning. As we approach the bottom of the 5th, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, the heart of the lineup for your Tigers up to bat. That's going to be Lindsey Mitchell, Kaylyn Barnett, Peyton Bajer, the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Tigers. Still back out on the mound in her second inning of relief is going to be Tally Burgess. Going to step away for just a moment as we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. Once again, folks, just want to say a big thank you to all who are watching and tuning in to this matchup so far. We're going to be back here shortly. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Your Georgetown College Tigers leading this one 4-1 against the Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands. Up at the plate for the Tigers, 3-hole hitter Lindsey Mitchell. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single up the middle and an RBI, and then the ground out over to shortstop in her second at bat. Looking to be a good leadoff hitter here for the Tigers. Drives that one in the left center gap right there. Center fielder and the left fielder, bad communication by them. No one comes up with the ball. That one does end up dropping. That'll be a hit for Mitchell right there. It's poor communication by the Patriots, unable to come up with that one. There will be a pinch runner for Lindsey Mitchell.
Running for the Tigers, number 9.
To run for Lindsey Mitchell is going to be number 9, Peyton Rowe, over at first base. That'll bring up at the plate the third baseman, 00, Kaylyn Barnett, to the plate. She's 1 for 2 on the day herself with a single, and she reached base safely on an error. Takes that pitch inside. Looks like it was at the top of the zone, but it's good enough for the first strike by Burgess. Barnett takes that one down. Now count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Rowe over at first base into pinch run for Lindsey Mitchell. Rowe, no stolen bases on the year so far. Hasn't attempted one. Barnett hitting that one. Getting just a piece of it off the end of the bat. She's now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tigers still in a good spot with nobody out. Runner at first. That one missing way away. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big punch out there. We'll do it for Barnett. That'll be the first out of the inning for the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. It's Burgess's first strikeout of the game. Peyton Bazier to the plate, fouls that one up over the press box. That punch out by Burgess brings her total for the year at 49. Burgess with an ERA of 1.32 in 47 2/3 innings pitched, has only given up 24 hits in those innings. She's only walked 10, and like I mentioned, that's her 49th strikeout right there. Pitch good on the inside for strike number 2. Bazier looking to make something happen down the count. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missing wide. Good stop right there by Livingston behind the plate, stopping that one from getting to the backstop and allowing Rowe over at first to advance. Burgess delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one good, and caught Bazier at the plate frozen. That one did a little bit of a dance right there. It looked like it was going to hit her. Ends up wobbling back in the zone. And that's back-to-back punch-outs for Burgess.
Madie Sims.
That'll bring up 6-hitter Madie Sims to the plate. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a huge solo home run in the last inning. Takes that one over the plate for strike number 1. Sims looking to make something happen right here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Pops that one up over press box. Now down in the count once again, no balls, 2 strikes. Burgess in the circle doing an excellent job of pounding the Georgetown hitters. Should have had her 3rd out with the last punch out, but like I mentioned before, the little miscommunication between her outfielders, ball's able to drop. Rowe getting a good secondary over at first base is causing Livingston behind the dish to think a little bit. Sims still down the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch right there. Sims able to clip enough of it to keep her at bat alive. I say this often, and I talk about it a lot. A big key to any offense is being able to get hits with 2 strikes and score runs with 2 outs. And the Tigers need to do that right here in the bottom of the 5th to continue to extend their lead that they've developed. Good job by Sims right there. Gets a knock in the 5-6 hole as that ball gets through. Tigers now have runners at first and second base, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. That single in the hole good for Sims' 2nd hit of the ball game. She's now 2 for 3. We are going to have pinch hitter for the Tigers. It's going to be number 11, Annie Campbell, to the plate. She's in to replace Sarah Claxon. You see the umpire signaling up to the press box, letting us know that change.
Number 11, Annie Campbell.
Umpires over here at softball do an excellent job of letting the press box know who's in for who. Sometimes at baseball it can get a little bit difficult to try and figure that out, so we're trying to piece things together. But nevertheless, we are here for softball, so let's stay locked in right there. Burgess in the circle for the Patriots at the plate with 2 outs and 2 runners on is going to be Annie Campbell. Annie Campbell takes that one down now. Way ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Campbell takes that one up. Count now 3 balls, no strikes. Campbell hitting 143 on the year, but a lot of confidence head coach Thomas Thornton has in her in big situations like this. Because even though the Tigers are still up by 3, it's still a huge situation in that you always want to continue to extend the lead and you don't want to let the other team get comfortable with what's going on. Annie Campbell doing a good job right there. She takes a 4-pitch walk. Tigers now have bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th inning. Quick mound visit right here by Dillender, the head coach for the Pats. My apologies, folks. That was not the head coach to go out to talk to Burgess on the mound. That was actually the assistant coach, Alyssa Richards, to go ahead and have that conversation. Now pinch hitting for the Tigers is going to be number 24, Ella Forish. She's to pinch hit for Kylie West. 2 outs, bases loaded. Big spot to trying to extend some runs. Burgess misses that one up. That's 5 straight balls in a row by Burgess. Forish hitting 333 on the year. She got 3 hits and 9 at-bats. Takes that one inside for strike number 1. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Burgess looking to find a hole or drive a ball in the gap. Score a couple runs. Chases that one on the outer half. She's now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. Shows bunt here, is going to pull back. Gets punched out right there. Huge spot for Burgess to get the punch out right there. Tigers unable to come up with any runs off the 2 hits. Three strikeouts by Burgess will do it to shut the Tigers down in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up the Patriots in the top of the 6th, the 9-1-2 hitters. It's going to be Cheeseman, Wood, and Jasper to the plate. Still on the mound for the Tigers, Megan Brandkamp. We will have a couple re-entries for the Tigers. Sarah Claxton will return to first base in place of Annie Campbell, and then Kylie West will replace Ella Forish, still back in right. We will return here in the top of the 6th inning. You're watching softball on the Tiger Sports Network here on Stretch. Welcome back, folks, to the Tigers softball complex. Tigers up in this one 4-1. At the plate, Cheeseman grounds that one over to Carly Oliver at shortstop. Strong throw over to first will do it for the first out of the inning on the first pitch. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter for the Patriots, number 11, Haley Wood. 0 for 2 on the day. The strikeout, and then she was able to reach base safely on an error in right in the first. Takes that pitch away for ball number 1. Brandkamp still out on the mound, in for her 6th inning of work for the Tigers. She misses that one away. Count now 2 balls, no strikes. Brandkamp delivers. Oh, it looked like it almost skimmed Wood at the plate. She didn't move. Umpire didn't see anything, so just must have missed it. It's count now 3 balls, no strikes. That was Brandkamp's 75th pitch of the ball game. That will be a 4-pitch walk for Wood right there. So after 1 pitch, 1 out, 4-pitch walk. Patriots have runner at first base with 1 out. That'll bring up number 5, the left fielder, Emily Jasper, to the plate. Head coach Thornton can have a conversation with his defense, getting things straightened out. You see on the left side of your screen the head coach, Bailey Dillander, having a conversation with her players and her assistant coach. We're going to step away for just a moment while coaches have a conversation with their respective players. We'll be back here shortly. Stolen base by Wood right there, going on that first pitch. Able to reach base safely. Sims unable to come up with it. That was a strike at the plate, so Jasper down the count, no balls, 1 strike. Tries a slap attempt right there to no avail. She's now down, no balls, 2 strikes. Now 2 strikes, Tiger defense going to ease up a little bit. Specifically, Reynolds over at second base, not going to play as she was. That one's still slapped to third, handled by Barnett, thrown across the diamond for the second out of the inning. Claxton trying to go back to first to get Wood out. To no avail. Tigers now have 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Wood over at third base. That'll bring up Emily Bryant to the plate. Bryant currently 0 for 2 on the day with 2 punch outs. Bryant can't miss that one away. As I talked about before, Bryant, one of the bigger hitters for the Patriots. Brandkamp doesn't want to leave anything up over the plate. She delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one's good on the inner half for strike number 1. That one misses, so the count's now at 2 balls and 1 strike. Brandkamp delivers a 2-1 pitch. That one in on the hands, but Bryant able to get that one just in front of the left fielder, Clement. So that will drive in a run off that hit. So Patriots now within 2.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Sikau.
That'll bring up Madie Sims to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a fly out. Brandcamp delivers that one good on the outer half for strike number 1. That one slapped through the 3-4 hole in front of West over at right field. Little bobble there, but no, Bryant won't advance on the ball. Another hit for the Patriots. That's back-to-back hits for them with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. A little bit of life showing for the Patriots. Madie Sims, the catcher for the Tigers, going to go out and have a little conversation, stop some of the momentum of the Pats. At the plate for the Patriots is going to be number 24, Tori Malone. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts. Brandcamp, good job right that one. Low and inside for strike number 1. Infield has done an excellent job behind Brandcamp thus far. A lot of ground balls. They've handled them well. One ball, one strike to Malone at the plate. Brandcamp delivers. Gets her to chase on that pitch that was low and inside. Bryant a little frustrated with herself right there for swinging at that one. Brandcamp in a good position right here to get her 6th punch out of the day. That one missing away. Brings the count to even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a big spot for Brandcamp right here if she can get away with it and get the punch out. That one skied, apologize, line straight into the third base dugout. Hopefully the players over there are okay, because those dugouts are definitely closer to the field. Malone definitely right on top of that one. Good off-speed pitch right there. Gets Malone to chase. She does clip it, pops it up over the press box. Count remains the same, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brandcamp getting ready to deliver her 7th pitch of the at-bat. That one in on the hands once again. That ball is going to get through. Kylie West coming up. Going to try and throw Malone over out at first. She is safe. Bryant unable to advance home on the throw. Patriots now have bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Madison Huber at the plate. So it's 3 hits in a row for the Patriots. Not a lot of hard hit softballs by then. That one in on the hands to Carly Oliver making the catch. That'll do it. A little bit of the scare for the Tigers is 2 quick outs for the Tigers, followed by 3 hits for the Patriots. Gave us a little bit of uneasy. Nevertheless, we're going to return in the bottom of the 6th inning. Your Tigers still leading in this matchup 4-2. Due up for the Tigers in the bottom of the 6th is going to be the 9-1-2 hitters. That's Reynolds, Oliver, and Clement. Looks like Burgess will still be out on the mound for her 3rd inning of work, for the Patriots. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. Once again, your Georgetown College Tigers leading the Patriots of the University of the Cumberlands 4-2 in Game 1 of this doubleheader. At the plate for the Tigers right now is going to be number 13, Cassie Reynolds. Still out on the mound for the Patriots in her third inning of relief is going to be Tally Burgess. She's getting ready to throw her 35th pitch of relief. Reynolds takes that one inside for strike number 1. Reynolds looking to be a good leadoff hitter right here in the bottom of the 6th. Takes that one up. Now ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Reynolds 1 for 2 on the day. She's got a hit to left and then reach base safely on a fielder's choice. Takes that one over the outer half for strike number 2. The 2-2 pitch. That one slipping out of Burgess's hands right there. Easy take for Reynolds at the plate. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like a little bit of confusion right here. It looks like we're trying to figure out what the count is. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. There you see the umpire, home plate umpire confirming it. Just had to talk with the first base umpire. Nevertheless, we're back at the plate. Reynolds chops that one to the second baseman. Takes a little bit of a weird hop right there. Excellent play by the second baseman, Katie Cheeseman. Once she realized that ball wasn't taking its hop and it stayed down low to the ground. Good job staying with her glove and a good solid glove flip over to first base to get the first out of the inning. Excellent play by her. She made that one look easy, but folks, I promise you it definitely was not. Good reactions from her. That'll bring up at the plate number 10, Carly Oliver, the shortstop for the Tigers. Takes that off-speed pitch over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. She's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a sac fly to center field, driven in an RBI. Check swing right there, line drive to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. Oliver not happy with herself about that one. Tough pitch as a hitter. You never like to get out on a check swing like that. You'd much rather swing through it and be down to 2 strikes. Nevertheless, Clement will be at the plate for the Tigers. That one must have missed down. It looked good on the outer half. Will be a ball, though. 1 ball, no strikes. Clement 1 for 3 on the day with a hit. Ground out and a fly out. Chopper right there, back to Burgess. Clement close to beating that one out. A lot of speed by her. Burgess able to get her out for the third out of the inning. That'll do it for the Tigers. They go 3 up, 3 down, a couple of ground outs. And a line out will do it. Tigers looking to finish this one off in the top of the 7th inning. Brandkamp still out in the circle for the Tigers. Due up for the Patriots, the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Sarah West, Marin Livingston, and Katie Cheeseman to the plate. Welcome back, folks, to the Tiger Softball Complex. At the plate for the Patriots is going to be Sarah West. Still on the mound, still in the circle for the Tigers, Megan Brandkamp. Just missing that one. Must have been up for the third ball. 3 balls, no strikes to West at the plate. Brandkamp with only 2 walks on the day. That one on the inner half gets West to swing through that one. And foul it back. Count now 3 balls and 1 strike. Brandkamp getting ready to throw her 98th pitch of the day. Once again, that one lined and hit sharply into the third base dugout of the Tigers. Handful of balls going that way the past couple of innings. They're definitely keeping their heads on a swivel, making sure that they're locked into the at-bat. No one wants to get hit in the head by a softball. Never feels good. Brandkamp doing a good job getting back into this one. Now count to full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brandkamp gets West to swing through that one. And that'll do it for her 6th punch out of the day, first of the inning. Patriots now down to 2 outs.
Now batting, the catcher, number 23, Livingston. Oh, and it's not because it's number 1.
Looks like there's going to be a little bit of conversation as we will have a pinch hitter. So in to hit for Livingston is going to be number 1, Corrine Haverland. Once again, folks, in to hit for the catcher, Marin Livingston, is going to be number 1, Corinne Haverland at the plate. Haverland in her first plate appearance of the day. She's hitting 200 on the year, has 4 hits and 20 at-bats. 2 runs driven in, 1 double, 1 triple. Generous call right there by the umpire on the outer half. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Brandkamp delivers the 1-1 pitch, that one high. Haverland thought about going for it, does not. So count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. Brandkamp misses that one up. Once again, down 3 balls, 1 strike to Haverland at the plate. Haverland does have 1 walk on the year. Chops that one down the third base line. That will be in fair territory. Barnett unable to come up with it. Good piece of hitting by Haverland right there. Sharply hit down that third base line. She gets her first hit of the ball game. Pats now have runner at first base with 1 out in the top of the 7th.
This is that name I told you about.
Now to hit in the 9 spot
Number 27.
for Katie Cheeseman is going to be number 27, Acacia Gray. Over into run at first base, there's going to be another change. Is going to be number 15, Taylor Green. Taylor Green's going to be into run for Corinne Haverland over at first.
Number 15, Green.
So back at the plate is going to be Acacia Gray for the Patriots. She takes that pitch for strike number 1. Brankamp misses that one just in. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Gray hitting .281 on the year. Fouls that one back into the netting for strike number 2. Gray hitting .281 on the year, has 9 hits and 32 at-bats. 4 runs driven in. Down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's that one back into right field. Kylie West able to make the grab. A little bit of a concern there. She may have lost it in the sun, but she was able to come up with it. It's a good piece of hitting by Gray right there. Good ball driven deep, and a good catch by West. For the Patriots, that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Haley Wood, to bat with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Thornton calling time, having a little conversation with his defense once again. We're going to step away. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back, folks. Once again, at the plate is going to be Wood for the Patriots. Good first pitch strike right there by Brankamp. A lot of excitement coming out of this Tigers dugout. Once again, the Cumberlands ranked 21 in the nation. So it's going to be a huge win for the Tigers if they can get it. Patriots now down to their final strike with their leadoff hitter, Haley Wood, at the plate. Brankamp having an excellent day so far. Already with 6 punch-outs and only 2 walks. Looking to get her 7th. Misses that one up and away for ball number 1. Brankamp still needs to stay in control, maintain her composure. She looks to deliver the final strike of the game. That pitch close on the outer half, just missing. Not sure where, whether it was up or down. Definitely looked like it was at least on the black for a punch out. Nevertheless, count as 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wood at the plate. Brankamp on the mound. Over at first base once again is number 15, Taylor Green. Swung through by Haley Wood right there, and that'll do it. As the Tigers able to come up with a big win against the number 21 University of the Cumberlands Patriots. They win this matchup 4-2. Brankamp, excellent job on the mound for the Tigers. She had 7 punch-outs through 7 innings of work, only 2 walks given up. Box score for this matchup: the Cumberlands scored 2 runs off 4 hits, 3 errors, and had 5 left on base. And for the Tigers, they had 4 runs off 9 hits. One of the big ones coming off the bat of Madie Sims in her solo home run. Tigers only had 1 error. They did leave 7 on. Nevertheless, they're still able to get the win in this matchup. We can go ahead and take a look at their upcoming games outside of this doubleheader. They will play 2 more tomorrow, and then they have a handful of games, more conference matchups against the Thomas More Saints and Shawnee State Bears. Once again, folks, just want to say thank you all for tuning in and watching. That'll do it in this matchup right here. Your Georgetown College Tigers able to beat the University of the Cumberlands Patriots 4-2. We're going to be back here for Game 2 in about 20 to 30 minutes, so go ahead and take a break, grab some snacks, do whatever you want to do, and then come back here shortly. Once again, my name is Ben Robison, and a wonderful and And a wonderful thank you to all you who are watching, and a thank you to our wonderful Tiger Sports Network crew who help make this all happen. Once again, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back here shortly.